Studios at the best bar in Southtown 101. We are brought to you in part by our good friends at CBD by Natural Heights. Do you have stress, anxiety, joint pain, PTSD, or insomnia?
We got the stuff for you.
We got the stuff for you. Make sure you call our good friends at CBD by Natural Heights at 210-592-1060. That's 210-592-1060. Or give them a visit at their brick and mortar location at 1880 Nacogdoches Road. That's 1880 Nacogdoches Road. We're coming at you with another edition of the best podcast you listen to. Yeah, well, that's gonna be a thing now. I like that. Yeah. So hi, if you're watching on Facebook, hello. If you're watching on Twitter,
I miss you too, Connor.
We miss you too, Connor. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Thank you for the
I haven't
cool
seen you in a while,
background
yeah.
statement. We are also brought to you by. Oh, we have another sponsor. So we can read this. One action on the big game. Bet on mybookie.ag and use promo code PubSports for a deposit match. It is a $50 minimum deposit. $50 minimum deposit to make the. And if you put in the promo code PubSports, you'll get a deposit match. So that's $100, right?
Off the initial?
Yeah, that's $100 off of a $50 bet.
That's dope.
Can't go wrong.
Sounds nice.
It's gonna be hard to not do that. It's a free $50. If you don't do this, you're basically saying no to free money. So it behooves you to do it, especially if you're like me and you're gonna be watching the big game with no real vested interest. Go ahead and put a bunch of prop bets. Because prop bets are the best part of the Super Bowl. We'll talk about prop bets a little bit more next week. But yeah, really excited for these for our new partners. And yeah, I'm excited. So we got a pseudo full house today. It's me, Austin, Jamar, and our good friend Javi.
What's up?
If you're an OG listener, you'll remember who Javi is. He's been running around with us.
Super OG listener, like.
Yeah, if you're like the first 50 episodes, you know who Javi is. Other than that, you probably don't know who Javi is.
I'm just using the background.
Yeah.
Before Pub Sports Radio,
Yeah,
it was Javi's apartment.
It was, but yeah, that's exactly how
I
this
almost
was.
got towed at Javi's apartment recording it.
Bro,
that.
honestly, who didn't almost get towed at Javi's
Yeah.
apartment? That was just like the way things worked back then.
Just four walls and like a lot of reverb.
It was all just like yeah. I think that Javon Jackson's a good player. That was what the entire show was back then.
Oh, dope. Since we actually have some sports things to talk about now.
Mm-hmm.
The Eastern starters for the NBA All-Star game just got announced.
Ooh, who are they?
Giannis is the captain.
Fair.
Oh,
Pascal Siakam.
Are they doing what they didn't pass? Or they doing like
the
the team
draft?
picking?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so is this the draft? Is this who Giannis drafted?
These are just guys that have to start.
Oh,
basically.
okay.
Giannis is the captain.
Hi, Ben.
Pascal's next. Joel Embiid, which I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Kemba Walker and Trae Young.
The only one I really have a problem with is Young.
I don't.
I mean, like he
He's
didn't
averaging 29 points a game.
He didn't. I just saw him when he played here in town. I didn't feel like he did much.
That's one game.
I know, but like the one game that I watched,
Joel Embiid's missed like 1,000 games in his career.
Well, yeah, but Joel Embiid's awesome.
Joel Embiid's an ass.
Joel Embiid's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Joel Embiid's
Thank you,
awesome.
Jose.
Man. Go ahead and hop on if you want, Jose.
Trae Young is overrated and garbage.
You think so?
oh wow.
I think he's overrated because he's everything
Putting
around
that on the list.
on the Hawks is made for Trae Young just to get these stats. They're not getting wins, which is pretty important to today's game.
No, definitely. They need a big man. I think they'll probably draft Wiseman. Oh, God, cool. I think they'll draft Wiseman next year, but that's like a conversation for another story.
Attaboy, Ben. We got to get Ben on this show, bro.
Benny Boo.
He agrees with me on this take.
Love you.
What are you doing at 12 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays? Speaking of which, from here on out, the show will be moved to 12:30 Tuesdays and Thursdays. 12:30 Tuesdays and Thursday. We'll be here just for right in the middle of your day. If you're on your lunch break, just tune in. I think it'll be fun. We're doing that time because some things shook up around here. And yeah, we need a new time. So yeah,
it works out with school and all
it works out with school for a lot of us, so it'll be fun. We have a couple fun things to talk about today's episode. So it's not gonna be necessarily a Mount Rushmore, but it's gonna be just our least favorite types of Twitter users.
Oh.
So we're gonna go through our least favorite types of Twitter users. That sound fun for everyone?
Sounds fair.
All
I'll
right,
give you
so
one right now, a Cup of Joe and Taco Joe.
Sounds fair. That
Thanks,
was
buddy.
really accurate.
thanks, bud. I appreciate that. What about that?
You still have like
You set yourself
5
up
more
for that.
Twitter accounts you can
Yeah.
list.
You set yourself up for that.
I really did. Like that was fair.
Okay,
That was a good shot.
Taco Joe's takes are like one in a million. Like he has like the best takes in the world.
I miss having Javi on the show. I forgot what that felt like.
Like I'm not trying to like stroke his ego, even though it's kind
No,
of
you
a
are,
big
you
stroke.
are.
That's exactly what you're doing.
It's
That's exactly what you're doing.
It's a big stroke.
Tire pump.
All right. So Austin, you have what's yours? Who's your least favorite type of Twitter user?
The people that retweet for unless you have or unless this happens to you, I don't really want to see a fork stuck in anyone's feet because that's not exactly. Yeah, all my muted words are just variations of that. So
I dig that.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Stan accounts.
But what
Specific-
kind specifically? Yeah.
Specifically K-pop. Ariana Grande Stan accounts are
They're
disgusting.
like they're
too.
they're almost there.
they're almost as bad. K-pop is definitely the more like egregious ones, but like Natalie's she's a
So,
Ariana
fun fact,
Stan, and
I unfollow her because of that. Fun fact. Like
mean,
no
that's
shot
fair.
at all.
Don't-
I can't
mean, don't
stand
hit the
seeing the
tank.
exact same thing. Like I'll go like on like I'll see a funny tweet
Hi,
and just
Dad.
like scroll on the thread,
uh-huh.
and then like out of nowhere it's just a K-pop star whatever just dancing and singing. I'm like, I don't want to see this. Like I'm trying to laugh.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Like
Me
it's
is as dumb as it may sound, but like just like stupid fans. It's like dumb sports fans. And I recognize that I'm a dumb sports fan.
disgusting. Oh, I want to go next.
But the person specifically I'm talking about, it's like, and I love him to death, but Connor Austin Smith. Like, I hate Connor on Twitter. He is the single most annoying person in the world.
Oh, did he leave?
Yeah, I think he left.
Oh, so I didn't
You
hear it.
lost one.
Yeah, he left a while back. But, yeah, no, Connor. I can't stand Connor on Twitter.
Wait, Jamar, you don't like me? I have a Cars Stan account.
Oh what?
A Cars,
He's a Cars stand account.
the movie Cars.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So-
me. That's my
I
profile.
hate you so
That's like actually what he is,
much.
too.
No.
Is it Lightning McDean or?
Lightning McDean. Has no one made that edit yet of Dean?
Definitely need to do
All
that.
right, we're doing it now. Like, he's just red. He's like ka-chow. Yeah. Okay. So, do you have one?
I mean, just Twitters like me and like that don't know anything about like let's say a sport, and I just like give a topic or like a take about something that has nothing to do or like that's super false.
Uh-huh.
That's me, just a stand.
So Brandon, got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
Brandon
yeah.
Taylor.
I don't like you could talk about
He's
anything.
like a shot. He's not even here to defend himself. We're just like, oh yeah, Brandon sucks. Like,
Love you,
just,
Brandon.
Just don't be
Love
like
you,
me
Brandon.
on Twitter that tweets anything that doesn't know about anything
it's fair.
of the subject. So
Yeah.
me basically.
Another point on topic that we were talking about in the car ride over. So in case you didn't know, this show generally loves the High School Musical franchise. Like anything High School Musical has put out there, we like. I finished High School Musical, the musical series. It's
Same.
fantastic.
yet.
Great.
Okay, so we can talk about it a little bit. So what did you think? What was your opinion on this show?
Thoroughly satisfied with the outcome. I don't know if Lauren's watching right now. She's kind of watching it. Like I kind of got her on it, and I don't want to like spoil anything unless she like in case she decides to want to watch it. I was thoroughly satisfied with the outcome up until like the very last moment where I was just like, oh, well, I hope that doesn't
I have a
happen.
question.
What's
What?
up?
As someone who hasn't finished or hasn't watched the show in a while, is it better or worse than The Mandalorian?
I'd probably say it's as good as Mandalorian. If
For
not,
what it is?
no. Like honestly, like if you're taking it at face value of like what it is, I'm not saying it is like as cinematically beautiful or as film student Twitter. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Ben. I'm
Oh,
proud
I
of
said
that
Ben
one.
said that.
I'm
Yeah.
proud of that one, Ben. That's a good one. Yeah, so like it's like I'm not saying the production value is as good or like even like the general like importance of the show because like Mandalorian's an important show. Like you can make that claim that's like this show matters in the grand scheme of like the Star Wars tale in and of itself. But on that same token, there has never been a moment in High School Musical, the series, where I was bored. Mandalorian, couple episodes, I was kind of bored.
No,
I heard
yeah.
that it's a slow start for
That's just
Mandalorian.
like
the
that's
other
like
thing-
Star Wars in general.
You're
though.
right. The other thing was that like I don't feel the need to finish the Mandalorian. I felt that like I couldn't live without knowing what happened in High School Musical.
Yeah, I
musical
know.
series.
Yeah, the last episode was thoroughly satisfying.
Is it a rectangular one?
Yeah.
It's a rectangle coaster,
Ooh.
but it's Shiner, so it makes it great.
Yeah, I get it.
Shiner should have won that Texas
That was
brand battle.
ridiculous.
Shiner of
What a-
HEB.
like,
Please
I love
sponsor.
Can we
Whataburger.
talk about that?
I love Whataburger.
We can get this
Whataburger
after,
should not
yeah.
have won.
Yeah,
What?
So
HEB should have won.
HEB should have won. I don't know in what world you don't think HEB should have won that.
what were
HEB's
we talking about
only
before I
like
get my
as
take?
far north as Houston.
Fair, fine. Like
Whataburger's literally everywhere.
it is not, but
in
okay.
Texas. In
HEB's
Texas?
HEB's north of Austin.
HEB's
It's not everywhere,
HEB
Jamar.
It's not everywhere.
Whataburger?
Mm-mm.
Where's it not?
If it's like small towns, it don't have.
I can
it,
tell you
like-
right now, there's none in Virginia.
I'm talking about
That's
Texas.
not what we're
though.
talking about. Jose.
Okay, so should we preface this? So there is a Final Four that Texas Sports Life, I think. Some
Yeah,
Twitter
it's-
account
well,
that
some
got
Twitter
really
account-
popular.
posted this big bracket of all of these Texas brands.
It was
And
like a March
had,
Madness thing.
it had like Southwest Airlines, it had Texas Instruments.
I didn't know
it had-
Chili's was from
Yeah, it had
Texas.
Chili's. Like, it had
Really?
Yeah,
it had
It's
everything
San
from
Antonio?
Dallas.
It's Dallas.
Dallas.
It had like every Texas brand you could have thought of.
Yes.
You could have thought of. Like, those are like one of a
Yes.
kind at this
Is
point.
Dr. Pepper one of them? Because
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper was okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, all those ones were like big ones.
Top 10 has
Top,
to be.
they were all huge, whatever, right? So the final four was Buc-ee's, Whataburger, Shiner Beer, and HEB. So HEB and Whataburger and HEB and Buc-ee's. No, what was it?
HEB.
HEB and
Yeah,
Whataburger,
Whataburger,
and then Shiner and
Buc-ee's,
Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
So Whataburger beat out HEB, which was nonsense, by the way.
I don't like
Yeah.
that.
I don't like that move at all
I
I
because
love
it's like
that take.
because like I get it, like Whataburger's like the Texas Burger Company, blah 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 blah. Whataburger didn't sell out. Whataburger
HEB
employs
did. HEB did.
HEB didn't sell out.
Yeah.
It's not
HEB
even that.
employs a lot more people.
If I had to
HEB
choose
does a lot
between
more in community.
which one to get rid of, I would like HEB has so much more products and stuff that I'd
HEB
actually
like
use.
there's no there's a HEB has a monopoly in South Texas for grocery.
And
Like you
also
take
HEB
you take HEB away, we don't have grocery stores. We still have burger places without Whataburger.
If anything, I feel like HEB doubles down.
gonna
on
go to
Texas
In-N-Out.
for sure.
No, I'm not gonna go to
For a
In-N-Out.
burger.
I'm gonna go to Dairy Queen.
That's disgusting. Yeah, you heard what
I
I,
don't-
said.
I'm not saying I hate Whataburger. I'm saying like HEB
Compared
is
to
you
HEB.
can't live without HEB.
I can go to Walmart. I mean, that's gross.
No.
I go to Target. That's better.
yeah, but HEB has a lot of like quality products of their own.
Yeah, like in the HEB, like you're not gonna tell me that Up and Up brand stuff is as good as Hill Country Fair.
Up and up. I've never heard that said out loud.
Hill Country
Yeah.
Fair is
Are
good.
you telling me like
No,
Hill
Hill Country
Country
I buy
Fair is
Hill
as good as
Country
it gets?
I buy Hill Country Fair ham.
Yeah, no, Hill Country Fair is as good of like store brand food as it gets.
No, yeah, that's dope.
And like I don't know, like
I'll still pick Whataburger though.
But Shiner should have beat Buc-ee's.
Shiner should have been
that's a
Buc-ee's.
fact.
Shiner should have
Shiner
been
should've-
Buc-ee's.
have.
Shiner should have been
No, it
Buc-ee's.
Vegetable
shouldn't
beer
have.
is
Yes,
one
it
of the
has.
greatest.
Joe,
Buc-ee's has places outside of Texas.
Joe.
That doesn't.
No,
yeah,
it doesn't.
There's
Where?
one in Florida, one in Alabama. I think.
Yes.
Those are stands.
No, I think they're open.
No, I will Google this.
Joe.
Those are
Every
Buckeyes.
time we leave this great city of San Antonio to
We
go,
go to Buc-ee's,
anywhere.
you're right.
Yes,
Go to
Joe.
Buc-ee's.
Yes, Joe.
Whenever I have a beer that isn't a Shiner, I wish I was having a Shiner.
I get that.
Yeah.
Retweet.
Okay, but
I'm not saying like I'm like there's one of these that like you can live without and like be okay. There's one that like doesn't make sense to not have.
What would it be?
Like Buc-ee's is just excessive. And I love Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is fantastic.
Joe, you make a point of like we go out of
No,
our
I
way.
know, and I love Buc-ee's. But if there's like one's a better Texas company
Joe, we went to San Marcos and stopped at a Buc-ee's
twice.
Twice. Yes. And you want to make the argument?
I'm just saying, like one's a better like when it comes to like the Texas company, one's a better one.
That's HEB.
it-
Hands down.
HEB was the best out of the four.
I don't
There is
Shiner has to be second. That's just me though.
Oh wait, no, it's not. in
HEB
Baton
and
Rouge.
Whataburger shouldn't have been on the same side of the bracket. They should
Yeah,
have been in the
yeah.
final.
HEB and what like that was also the guy messed up. And there's no reason HEB and Whataburger are on the same side.
No,
of the
yeah,
bracket.
that
That's like putting Duke and Kentucky in like the same region.
Yeah.
There is a
It doesn't make
Buc-ee's in
sense.
Baldwin County, Alabama.
Oh,
Oh, granted, there also is Whataburgers like outside of Texas.
Florida.
Okay,
Florida has
So-
the most.
Yeah.
after-
Florida has a bunch.
There
New
will also
Mexico
be
has
one
some.
in
Oklahoma
Georgia.
has some. Like there's a lot of Whataburgers outside the state.
I thought it was southeast. I thought it was only like southeast.
No,
like,
New
from
Mexico
Texas.
has a few. Oklahoma has a
Wow.
few.
Arkansas
HEB
has one. Like
Yeah.
Texas.
Alabama has a few. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there's Whataburgers everywhere. HEB is also like big in Mexico.
But I've been kind of
Really?
feeling that Whataburgers just kind of been, like branding themselves as like a southern thing, not like a Texas thing. Like they've been moving. to
No,
branding
they're
that.
definitely like the Texas burger.
Like all
company.
commercials are like small town Texas towns. Like
Yeah, no, them and Dairy Queen like own the we're from Texas burgers. Like that's like their.
Yeah,
and
but
then
Dairy Queen's
Whataburger's
outside of
quality
Texas.
is just like considerably.
Well, no, but
better.
like Whataburger is McDonald's. Dairy Queen is Burger King.
Wait, what?
Explain.
Yeah.
Explain.
You're never gonna like
no, that's a disgrace to Dairy Queen.
Whataburger is McDonald's. Dairy Queen is Jack in the Box.
Okay, yeah.
Hot
that's-
take. I kind of like Burger King a little bit.
Oh, I'm not saying
Oh,
Burger King's
The
bad.
nuggets are fire.
I would never eat a nugget from Burger King.
Wow.
But the
Yeah,
burgers
if you
are
if you're getting
quality.
if you're getting chicken at a fast food restaurant that isn't McDonald's or Whataburger, you're wrong.
Oh wow.
Those are the only two places worthy of chicken.
Dairy Queen's chicken strips
Wendy's
are
maybe.
okay.
Wendy's maybe.
Chick-fil-A?
Maybe you're
Chick-fil-A?
tripping.
Wendy's maybe. Like the spicy chicken nuggets are pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
I'll give you Wendy's.
Now I'm trying to think of burger places that sell chicken nuggets that I would get.
Jack in the Box.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, okay, Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box, just everything's good though.
I don't know about all that. Does In-N-Out sell nuggets?
I've only been there twice.
In-N-Out's all right.
It's not good,
Yeah,
bro. I don't know what you're talking about,
In-N-Out
bro.
is okay.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. It's
I have a
not
bunch
good.
of free coupons from like last season.
Yeah, guess what? They're never gonna get used.
No, use them. It's just so far. It's all one club.
I don't like it, but
There's
I
one at-
appreciate how their coupons
There's
are like
one
cards.
at the rim.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is.
Oh, Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. has
There is
nuggets?
absolutely
No,
an
there
in and
isn't.
out of the
No,
rim.
there isn't.
Yes, there
There
is.
is in
No.
fact not one at the rim. I'm sorry to tell you.
There's one by UTSA.
No, Joe. The close one is by Culebra.
That is
Yeah,
in
it
fact
is.
that is in fact a
Yeah.
true statement.
The closest one is kind of far away.
I live like 2 minutes from it.
That's
so.
like 15 minutes away.
Do you go? Do you like it?
Me personally, I'm not a big fan of In-N-Out. It's a little overrated, but apparently it's not the same as it is in California.
Okay, time out. I've had both. They taste the same.
Well, I'm just don't kill the messenger here. I don't know. I'm not a big
I
In-N-Out
don't
guy.
know if Joe's a reliable source or reliable source.
Oh, we got
That's
Western
absolutely a
Conference
good
starters.
point. That's absolutely a good point
Okay.
right there.
Let's see who the Western Conference starters
We
are.
got Western Conference starters.
So you said that Trae Young was a starter
Yes.
Yeah, that's
On the
nonsense.
on the Eastern Conference All-Star.
Yes.
I don't. Who? What other guard would you put in front of him though? Just in the East?
Ben Simmons.
No.
Yeah,
God, no. I hate Ben
Ben.
Simmons.
Well, you might.
Well,
hate
okay,
it,
but he's better than Trae Young.
Yeah, reward some winning.
I mean, okay,
Chris
that
Middleton.
I mean,
I might put Chris Middleton ahead of Ben Simmons.
Guess what? Like I said, I like winning.
Who's the
That's
one in
just my
Toronto?
favorite. Pascal Siakam
Pascal.
and Kyle Lowry.
Yeah,
Kyle Lowry, I would not.
I
have
would.
put
I was
Kyle Lowry.
Siakam.
Siakam, he made it.
Oh, okay.
He was a starter.
All right, sorry.
I probably would have put Jimmy Butler as a guard though, out of the East,
Don't
Yeah,
hate that.
Trae Young should
or
be on the
Jalen Brown.
team,
Jalen
but-
Brown.
Yeah, I don't hate Trae Young being on the team, but saying he's a must start is dumb.
Western Conference starters: LeBron James is captain, obviously
Duh.
fan vote. Anthony Davis, Kawhi, Luka getting his first All Star nod
Oh,
and
good
start.
for
So
him.
him and Trey, of course, their careers are already linked.
Okay, Luca deserves it. Luca was all we talked about for the first half
For
of the
this, he
season.
deserves to be a starter.
He deserves to be a starter,
They both deserve to
absolutely.
be All Stars.
Yes,
And then James Harden, which his style has been kind of actually frustrating me as a James Harden fan.
it's been so inefficient lately. God
wouldn't-
dang it!
I wonder if you could bet on the last pick of the draft, the starters draft for the All Stars, because Trae Young is a lock for that. Let's just go ahead and put that in. There's no way he gets picked before anyone else on the.
No,
All-Star
he'll probably be the
starters.
last. He'll probably be either him or Pascal, but that's because the only problem with Pascal is he's been hurt a lot this year.
I was about to say, I guess you can. You don't matter about the defense, and no one plays defense, so he can just be a revolving door and do what he usually
And on
does.
top of that, yeah, it's literally the All Star game, so nobody's gonna play defense. So I mean, Trey can just pull up from like the logo every single time.
Do you guys like All Star games in general?
I like the
Um,
NBA All Star game.
The only one that I actually pay attention to would probably be the NBA one. Like
Yeah,
I historically don't watch the.
I hate the
NFL
Pro
one.
Bowl. I hate the
I
Pro
hate
Bowl.
the Pro
I don't
Bowl.
watch it.
Yeah, the
I
Pro Bowl's
despise
nothing.
the Pro Bowl.
This is the Pro Bowl is a joke. I don't pay attention to the Pro Bowl at all. The Home Run Derby and the MLB All Star Game is the best.
I
one.
watch
The home run derby.
I love the home run derby.
The home run derby's fun.
Yes. Isn't like the NHL All Star game like ended like
Saturday.
it's this Saturday?
It's this weekend. It might be either Saturday or Sunday. I'm
I-
not
See, I
absolutely
didn't even
sure.
know
I
that.
didn't know
What
that.
tells you.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. It's
Well,
just
no,
NHL.
hockey's just so bad about branding, about like marketing.
Well, we're also in Texas too. That doesn't help the whole.
Well, yeah, we have like one of the best teams in the league right now, don't we?
I don't know if the Stars are that good, but like I said,
The Stars
They're-
are like
they're
contenders for
decent.
the West right now. Yeah.
yeah, they're decent. Yeah, but if it's say
Decent
like
to
if we had like a Vegas
good.
team from their first year, maybe people would actually care about hockey.
We won. Okay, the Stars got here in '96. They won the championship in '99.
Yeah, no one cares.
Like people forget that happened because like it's a real life thing.
Because why in Dallas would you care when you have the Rangers, the
Cowboys.
Mavs, and the Cowboys? Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna care
Well,
about the
Rangers.
Stars.
As a Rangers fan,
Uh,
the Rangers suck.
She was just looking
The
at-
Cowboys
As a
aren't
Cowboys
exactly
fan,
good.
the Cowboys haven't been good since '96.
I mean, but the Mavs are consistently good. Like they had like two.
the
like,
Mavs are consistently
years.
okay. I don't know what you're talking about.
They're
So,
okay.
They
how-
won-
speaking-
they won-
speaking
They
of the
won
Mavs,
one. They only won one championship with Dirk, and I get like the West was crazy good when Dirk was around, and he always had to play the Spurs and the Lakers. But like,
It wasn't even just the Spurs and Lakers. It was like the Grizzlies, like
Yeah.
Brian, like Marcus Saul.
yeah, it was.
Zach
It was.
Randolph.
He played the West when the West was like what it used to be.
The West
Well,
is still good. It's just not as.
It's just
gritty
not-
as
it's not what
as
it- yeah.
used to be.
that Mavs title means more to that city than probably any of the other titles that have been won there and forever.
You're saying that the
Yes,
basketball title means more than any Cowboys title to the city of
Recently,
Dallas.
yeah, recent.
Okay, well they
the
haven't.
Stars
won
are
any
in the middle of
recent
the
titles.
pack on the
Yeah.
league standings.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair.
yeah, I think people care much more about basketball than people think in Dallas.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like
I-
basketball is the number 2 sport in the world for a reason, and it's just
Yeah.
because soccer has such a like huge international.
Soccer just has like a
foothold.
ridiculous pull.
It's just basketball is the easiest sport to watch.
I've heard that Dirk Nowitzki is probably the most famous Dallas athlete of all time.
I would not be surprised.
Internationally, yeah.
Well, I'm talking in Dallas over all of the
No.
Cowboys.
God, no. What kind of stupid statement is that?
Yeah, that's what I've
That's
heard.
a very
Troy
homer
Aikman-
take.
Troy Aikman could go into any room in Dallas and people know who he is.
I
Dirk
think-
could go and
Okay, yeah. I'll like put him on the
He's
same
very
level.
unique
Don't say
looking.
don't say he's more than like Emmitt Smith.
I would.
Emmitt Smith is the greatest running back of all time.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go stay on this take. Then I think Dirk is more famous in Dallas than any of the Cowboys because the Cowboys are a collective and Dirk is just the one.
a very and I
Yeah.
like that. And Dirk
I
actually
think
got a
that-
street named after him too, which is dope.
Where's Emmitt Smith way?
That is definitely an Emmitt Smith way.
I don't know. Where is it? That's what I want to know. Where's Emmitt Smith way?
Let's
Barry
look it up.
Sanders
Let's
is
look it
better
up.
than Emmitt Smith anyway.
I don't know. Barry Sanders quit before he could beat the all-time rushing record. That's all I know.
But yeah, he wants to keep his body. When Emmitt Smith has CT in a couple of years, then come call Barry when he's just chubby and happy.
Emmitt Smith. You're right. Okay, there is no Emmitt Smith Road.
Oh, there you go. See,
Fine.
I think Dallas and Dirk have a deeper connection.
No.
Yeah,
I
because
agree with that.
in
No.
Dallas, the Cowboys aren't even in Dallas
All right, fine.
technically.
Whatever.
When you talk about the actual city of
Whatever.
Dallas,
They're in Irving. They're in Arlington.
I feel like more
Whatever.
people out of a lineup. I feel like more people will be able to pick out Dirk than Troy Aikman.
yes,
Yeah.
No. What are you talking about?
Because when you look at Troy Aikman, I mean, other than the fact that he is a Cowboy, and other than the fact that he's a three rings, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like any average white guy.
And guess what? He has a helmet on the whole time, so no one knows
Yeah,
what it
Dirk.
looks like.
Dirk is a gorgeous 40-something-year-old man with a South African wife and beautiful mixed babies.
Does
And he's international, so he could go across. Like,
No, I'll give you like internationally, more people know who Dirk Nowitzki are. but
Nationally too.
yeah.
In Dallas, Texas, no.
In Irving, Texas, maybe.
Okay,
no.
know the name or able to walk into a room and everyone knows who they are.
I think
Able to walk into a room and everyone knows who they are. Dirk better internationally. In
No,
Dallas,
I'm
in
gonna
Dallas,
say
they're tied. They're tied. in
Dirk
Dallas.
because he doesn't play with a helmet on. Like I don't know who.
Like,
it's just
I-
more
yeah,
marketing.
that's fair.
I don't know
I guess
what a
it's
lot
both
of.
easier to market. He's an easier started market. The Dallas Cowboys literally had like a whole like good ass team.
Because-
Dirk was their guy.
Because
Dirk was
name
the only guy. You're right.
It was
Name I
Dirk,
could see
Jet, and like
Cowboys.
Jason Kidd, like past his
Jason Kidd for
prime.
like a
Tyson
like
Chandler.
45
Tyson
minutes.
Chandler. Damn, I missed that Mavs team.
Plus,
I love
yeah,
that
no
Mavs
one,
team.
no one thought they were going to actually win that
Nope.
tournament.
And then
or
they
that
won by like
championship.
they won like in 5, right? Or something like that. Like some like
Six?
unnecessary
Yeah, some-
number.
Yeah, well,
They
LeBron
beat
got
Miami,
benched.
right? Yeah.
LeBron. That was LeBron's first trip
That-
to
that
the
was-
finals, Miami.
Yeah, that was his first year in Miami.
That's the biggest like negative in his
the
resume.
next year.
Yeah.
Would you
Shut
say
up.
out of Texas that like
Shut
anyone,
up.
like they can go in the room and like everybody would know him?
Dirk and
In
Tim Duncan
Texas.
are the best like NBA players to ever play in Texas.
Correct.
And it's not
Okay.
even close.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
You
like
know Shaq's from San Antonio?
yeah, Shaq played
What?
the whole high
He was a
school.
Shaq played
he was a
elite.
military kid.
Elite,
He
elite.
was a
Shaq,
military
Shaq
brat.
played at Robert E. Lee High School.
Yeah, my high school
Oh, wow.
basketball coach played against him in
Yeah.
in high school.
I could be wrong, but I think he lived in
No,
Germany.
He's an Air Force kid.
Yeah, he's an Air Force kid.
Allegedly, the owner of this establishment, aka Jeff Slaughter, used to see Shaq all the time at gyms.
Yeah. No, that's like a totally reasonable thing because like Shaq lived in San Antonio. Shaq like grew up in San Antonio.
Known to
That's pretty
LSU,
cool.
which is weird, but
Cool,
it was
'cause they-
LSU.
they-
That's lame.
They did some recruiting right there.
It's a crude.
They- yeah, they
he
really
was
got
he
on
was
that.
kind of like a dead set to go to Texas and all.
And you know, he was like he played 2 years at LSU too.
Yeah.
Lame State University. I'm calling it out right now. No.
Louisiana State, nah, man.
No, Lame.
Taco, how do you
Doing
feel
this.
about the Mets getting a new manager? Since I know you're a big Mets guy.
I actually just saw like the alert as we were walking in. I didn't see who it was. Who was it?
Man, I'm gonna let you do the research since you're the Mets fan here, man.
All right.
I don't know what team of baseball you're a fan of every day. So
He changes. He's literally a mood ring.
Woo, my
Luis
my laptop
Rojas.
I might call Taco the mood ring from now on.
The
I like that.
He's
That's kind of
literally
a
mood
perfect name, to be
Yeah,
honest.
that's pretty good. That's not bad.
I love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, but where were we at?
Talking about
Dirk
Dirk,
and just
yeah.
the impact. Because obviously in San Antonio, like Tim Duncan is the most.
Tim Duncan's the
Oh,
most
yeah.
recognizable player in San Antonio. Yes.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I don't think anyone's disputing that.
And then Houston, like you could probably say James just because of the beard.
James Harden at this point, but like Hakeem.
I mean, but like I could get Hakeem mixed up
Oh,
with like
damn.
a lot of other
You're right.
centers from the 90s and 80s.
Because they all kind of look the same. They're all just like
Yeah.
tall, lanky
Wow,
black dudes. Like,
Racist
yeah.
Joe is back.
what? Jamar said that.
You said they all look like. I think Hakeem's better than Dirk, so I'll take back my statement.
Really?
Two best.
Really?
Yeah.
You think Hakeem's better than Dirk? You think Tim's better than Dirk?
Yeah. Tim's the best power forward of all time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
Tim's
yeah.
in the top
I'll
five.
take it.
Tim's the best player in Texas basketball history.
Sure, yeah.
Scanning. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take that.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
it'd
I'll
be
take it.
Tim,
Parker has to be
Dirk.
Parker has to be a solid third.
No.
Why don't you make a
King.
Mount Rushmore
Hakeem?
of Texas basketball historians?
All right, so
Of
it'd be
pro?
of pro Texas
Yeah, who
basketball
the
players.
fuck cares about high school?
You're saying like college, like Kevin Durant,
College?
like
No.
Kevin Durant,
Fuck
like
outta
he
here,
played for like
LaMarcus
45
Aldridge.
minutes in Texas.
What a year. He won National Freshman of the Year and National Player of the Year.
Hey, guess what? Didn't get drafted first.
Great.
he's
Oh,
sexy breed.
speaking of,
Sexy breed.
I want to announce my little idea that I have. So since 2000 to 2019, there's been exactly 20 number one overall picks in the NBA. What I want to do is I want to do either a 2 or 4 part series. This is what I was DMing you about, Jose. I want to like write about like rank them from worst to best.
Yeah, do it.
That sounds kind of dope. Like I like that idea.
Do it.
I like
do
it.
You won't,
Let's do it.
coward.
No, I will.
You won't.
I was gonna do
Coward,
it.
do it.
No, I was gonna do it yesterday at the JPL, and then the fire alarm went off, and it just turned me off. And I was like, I'm going home. I got Chili's, and
It's an
I went
omen.
home.
For some reason, the JPL just like turns me off, like to do anything.
I was thoroughly upset. So
It's
yeah.
successful at that.
So I'm gonna do it Monday.
Speaking of the JPL, the UTSA Roadrunner basketball team plays tonight.
We do. We
Ooh.
play
UNT Mean
play
Green.
the UNT Mean Green.
ESPN has
the
us
best
at
team
an
in the conference.
88% chance of losing.
They're the best team in the conference now.
I'll take those.
What spread
chances.
again?
It's 11, right?
9.5.
Oh.
9.5
That's not bad.
on the road.
I'll
We're
take those
garbage on the road. So
Yeah.
I'll take.
What's our record on the road?
We're 0 and
So
4.
We're
No.
1-8,
Yeah, we've only won once.
1-8, 1-9.
In conference, we're 0 and 3.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Both
We haven't
Florida
won in
teams and
conference.
UTEP.
Well, you did that. I mean, 2 of those losses are the biggest choke jobs in UTSA history. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's definitely.
We had potential to.
This
yeah, I
season
mean,
has been-
UTSA should be tied for first.
No, yeah, we really.
there's no reason we're not.
They'll
There's a
probably
reason
they'll-
we choked.
Well, yeah. There's no legitimate reason in terms of like talent that we're not.
We'll probably split the this week's games. We have Rice on the road as well,
I mean, yeah, well, of course we're gonna beat Rice.
and then UNC. I mean, I'm not gonna say of course. I think we'll split.
Yeah, like of course we're gonna beat FAU. Of course we're gonna beat FIU.
No, exactly. No, because that's what it was last year. We'll
There's
probably
no
split it, though.
guarantees.
Yeah, there's a
with
lot of
this
mocking
season.
of Florida basketball on this program.
There really was a lot of mocking of Florida basketball.
Hey,
Florida
but-
basketball was trashed on this program.
Yep.
And now look.
You know, and that's because Florida basketball. Like now that I think about it, like college basketball in Florida, not that great.
No.
Florida State. Florida State's probably the best team
Florida
in Florida.
State's always good, but not great.
Yeah, Leonard Hamilton has a really good squad out there, but then they always like choke in the second round.
Florida
Florida
had a moment.
Florida is just underperforming like crazy with all like the transfers and all this talent they really have. They should be top of the NCC. They're not.
Mhm.
Florida Gulf Coast. Haven't heard of them since they made the tournament.
Dunk City or whatever.
Yeah,
Lob
Dunk,
City?
Dunk City, Dunk City.
Something like that. Yeah.
UCF is
Trash.
Sometimes
They're
okay.
not a
sometimes
basketball
not
team.
Well,
that great.
they had to be revived by my king Taco Fall. So,
Yes, and then he's gone now. So,
so yeah, now they're garbage.
FIU, FAU.
Trash.
Traditionally bad too.
No,
No,
they are bad.
yeah.
They
Oh,
are
we
bad. We're
just choked.
that bad on the road. Yes, we're terrible on the road.
Yeah, well, when you have a lead with 3 seconds left, like a 2-point lead with 3 seconds left, and the ball, you kind of expect to win.
Yeah, you're supposed to chunk it down the court, have somebody touch it, have the clock run out, and then just if they get it back, it's a half court heave.
Literally anything was better than passing the ball in right there. You
No.
could have just thrown it off the back.
I don't remember who
to
it
the other
was.
side.
No, exactly. Like they probably would have like off an inbound play. That's probably still gonna take some time.
I was so distraught after that loss.
I saw that and I stopped
Like,
watching.
I
I was
was
like, we're
just-
gonna lose.
I was just so distraught after that loss. And then the same thing with the UTEP loss. Like I was like, I want to cry. Like
No, Ben was talking to me about it the entire time. He's like, bro, what the hell is this? Like, what is going on right now? I was like, you are sure right? And I have no clue what
This-
is
And you were like,
going
welcome
on.
back to UTSA.
No,
this
honestly,
entire season has been
a roller coaster.
just, but like not a fun one.
You know, our
It's a
only-
roller coaster where like your seatbelt doesn't fit all, or like the bar isn't all the way down. So it's like you feel alive, but like you're terrified
Oh yeah.
that like any turn you're just gonna fall off and explode and like just splatter on the
I like that.
concrete. That's no. This season has been like a roller coaster. If the roller coaster thing doesn't go all the way down, if it goes like just enough to keep you safe, but it's still scary, yeah, that's what the season.
our
feels like.
only road win was against Texas State.
That's a tough look.
That's because they almost came. That's because they almost came back on us too.
They really did.
Oh my god.
The last
Yeah.
like 2 minutes, they like started hitting everything. The guy with the gap in his teeth with the ashy calves. Yeah, he was the one busting our ass every single chance he
We
got.
can't hold a lead. We don't have the defense we used to.
No, yeah, it's
It's been a long season. It's not over yet though. We still have some stuff to hope for. I feel like if a good showing tonight, and I'll feel a little bit better.
No, if we
It's
were
just-
to win a win tonight, turns it around.
I mean, it's literally the beginning of conference play. Like,
yeah, we're 4
you're
games
right,
in.
but also there's not that many teams. like March isn't that far away.
yeah, you're right. I mean, you just split today and beat like your Western Kentucky's at home and try to do well in the pool play.
If-
Yeah, fortunately enough, we have the best teams in the conference at
home. My thing is if we can just split away trips and win at home, I think that's our best bet.
Yeah, no, and we'll probably sneak in as like the 5th team in first pod.
I hate that, but I'll take it.
It's still first pod.
We were supposed to be the undeniable best team in the conference.
Us in Western Kentucky.
Us
yeah.
and WKU
And
were
then
supposed to be like.
Charles Bassey went down, and
Yeah.
then it was like, oh well, now we're really.
Oh,
the
it's okay.
favorites.
Yeah, no, it's you just say all the way, and then this season happened. We're about to hit our break. We'll see you on the other side of it. Talking, you just say basketball. Maybe we'll talk a little football on the other side. Who knows? Hit the
Yeah,
music.
we'll slide that in.
Hit the music. Sports Radio Studios at the best bar in Southtown 101. What?
I opened up my phone.
Dork.
Context of what
I thought you were gonna be able to talk about that. I was like, he can't talk about that.
Damn.
So yeah, big game next weekend. Who you taking? The Super Bowl, by the way. That's what
Yeah, I know.
I guess I'll start since we're silent here, and I'll start with the 49ers. I flipped.
You flipped.
I've been on the Chiefs, and now I'm on the 49ers, and I don't think it's going to be particularly close, apparently. I think it's going to be
What's the line? Has the line opened up yet?
I think it's 1.
1?
Yeah, I think it's Chiefs by 1. It's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a replay of Broncos Seahawks when Peyton Manning had his bug eyes, and I think the 49ers beat him by a good margin.
Yeah. I'm going Niners. That defense is fantastic. Baby Bosa, no matter what his political affiliations are, is like a top 3.
You said big game this weekend, and I was
I
like,
said next weekend.
I thought you said this weekend.
Bootstrap Bosa is what we call him.
Bootstraps.
I call him Baby Bosa.
I call him Bootstrap Bosa because he's of his political affiliations. He wants to pull himself up by the bootstraps, and make some hard-earned money the good old-fashioned way.
No, yeah,
Playing football.
he's definitely a monster though. That whole defensive line, those linebackers are solid. The
The other hot
DBs.
boys.
No, yeah. The only thing that could stop the Niners is one Jimmy G. I'm going Jimmy G for the reason we talked about earlier. Can't talk about it on the radio. And then on top of that, another thing that'll keep him is that karma from Week 17 against the Seahawks, where they really shouldn't have won. It was a PI call that the refs missed. Pete Carroll didn't challenge or couldn't challenge, whatever it was. And then that tackle for fourth down was whatever.
Yeah.
It
What
was
do you think about that one call I got made in the Chiefs game where the guy called the holding before the play had even started? Remember that?
Not,
You see that video? Did you see it, Jose?
Yeah, I saw it.
What's your take on
Apparently, Shanahan came over to the referee and was like, "Hey, they're about to hold my man right there." And guess what? They did because he proceeded to go ahead and hold him. So it's a good call.
Yeah. Okay. See, because like I'd seen that, and like it was my opinion on that was if the Packers would have won, that would have been tampering. You know what I mean?
Well, is it because you don't like the Packers?
yes.
No, I'm saying if the Packers would have won, that would have been the NFL trying to get like Super Bowl I replay and like doing what they could to get that. But like they didn't have, like the Packers didn't win,
You
so
were the one
obviously
who
it
told me
wasn't.
about that. That's right. I forgot about
It,
that.
you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because they could have forced that win if they wanted it, but like they didn't, so it wasn't. But yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm just going. Another reason I'm going Niners is because Mahomes has to do it all with his arm. That running attack is nothing.
not what it used to be.
That defense is
Not what it's supposed to be.
no.
It's not a Super Bowl defense. I'll give you that much.
It's not. So it'll all be on the arm of Mahomes, but that defense is just
The thing
Yeah,
about
good.
the arm of Mahomes though, like they're the Golden State Warriors. Like they can just score on command,
Yeah,
and once they start, they don't stop.
no, yeah, and that's 100% true. But
it's all momentum based for sure.
I think the biggest way this game's gonna be won is time of possession. If the Chiefs
can't stop the run by any means, and all the Niners do is run the ball.
You're right. But my thing is like if the Chiefs can just own time of possession, if they can just have the ball longer than the Niners do, they're gonna win the game. Like they score on command.
They won't have it longer because they're going to score so
Yeah.
fast, or they're going to turn it over so fast, or
They don't do turnovers.
or they'll kick it off.
They don't
that
have.
fast.
Patrick Mahomes had like two interceptions this year.
I know, but like, no, I'm saying like when I said turnovers, I mean they'll
Like
they'll
punt it.
punt it. Yeah, they'll punt it out.
Those are effectively turnovers,
You're right.
especially when you're playing a good offense.
No, and yeah, and you can't. The Chiefs can't stop the run as it is.
Mhm. I saw that like the way it looks like is like it's a great offense versus a great defense, and a bad defense against a bad offense.
It's a bad defense against a decent offense because Jimmy G can light it up when he does.
When he does, yeah. It's just he hasn't the past couple weeks.
Just in playoffs, he's
The
just that
playoffs,
running. You
yeah.
can't if you can't stop the running game. If you can't stop it,
Yeah.
why would you
Yeah, it's
not
fair.
continue to do
That's
it?
fair.
Are you guys ready for everyone's favorite reoccurring segment on A Cup of Joe Radio?
Let's get to it.
Austin, can you explain Leonard Skinner to me? Because I don't understand why the hell he has like 6 Y's in his name. I literally couldn't get through 2
It's a
minutes
band.
of free.
It's a
So
band.
It's a
fun
band? I thought it was a person.
Yeah, no, Leonard Skinner's a band. So they
Ah,
named
fuck.
themselves. Austin, go ahead. You should.
I don't know the.
Oh, so Leonard Skinner, they're like one of the Texas rock bands, or one of like the Southern rock bands.
They're definitely from Alabama.
Yeah, they're from
I have
Alabama.
no idea if that's true, but they're definitely from
Sounds
Alabama.
like an
Yeah.
Alabama.
No,
name.
they are. You're right. And they used to have like long hair in high school, and their PE teacher, whose name was Leonard Skinner, but it was spelled like the proper way.
Leonard.
What is the proper way?
Leo
Leonard
Leonard,
Oh, yeah.
and then SKIN.
ARD?
ARD. It was like Leonard Skinner. Like his name was Leonard Skinner, and they like he used to tell them to cut their hair all the time. They just didn't. So like when they made a band, they like made fun of him, and that was the name of the band.
Did he collect checks from the name?
That's why they changed.
That's
the
why they
name
changed
up.
the name up. Yeah.
Well, they just threw that random
Wow.
Y's in
I
there.
saw that you did not like Freebird, and that kind of offended me.
Yeah, I got through 2 minutes of it. Like literally, I
Wait.
got through 2 minutes and 6 seconds. I was like, I'm done with this.
You didn't
I'm not
even
gonna
get.
sit-
You didn't even get to the.
I'm not gonna sit
the
through
climax
a 9-minute
of the song.
It's like Hotel California. At
You,
least that's
you
a
could
pop.
at least make it to like the 4-minute mark, like when the guitar solo starts. And if you cut the guitar solo off, sure,
Yeah,
But-
like at least get to the good part.
you're still in the slow
There,
part.
I hate to say it, but there just simply aren't any good parts. If you can't wrap me in the first 30 seconds, I'm out.
I like that.
It's like November Rain. You have to wait till the Slash's solo.
Who's November Rain?
The Guns N' Roses song.
Who's
Wow.
Guns N' Roses?
Oh my
Okay,
God.
that's just. Did you know Slash is black?
No, I don't know who any of these songs are.
You know the guy in the second SpongeBob movie with the
Which-
long curly hair
No.
and the top hat?
See, I don't know anything about
If you
these
saw
movies.
Slash, you'd be like, "Oh, that guy."
The guy with the top hat and the long curly
Guitar
hair.
Hero okay, the guy with the guitar.
Hero 3.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, Guitar Hero 3. I could rip Guitar Hero on the controller.
That's a bet. Oh wow.
On the controller.
Not on the
Not
guitar.
me.
Not on the guitar.
Not
Only
me.
How
on
does
the
that even
controller.
work?
You
You
use the
can do it.
triggers.
Yeah,
you
use
use
the
the
triggers.
triggers and the A button. I was a fiend. An absolute fiend. I didn't know any of the songs.
You know what I was really good at? The
No,
Tap
he-
Tap Revenge on
he
the
would
phone.
play. Yeah,
Oh, yes,
no.
sir.
Jose would play Guitar Hero
on
like
his DS.
no, like without the sound on. He would just play like pressing buttons.
So he doesn't know any of the
He
songs.
doesn't know any of the songs. He would just mute that. He would just mute his mom would yell at him.
Bro, Guitar Hero 3, just Guitar Hero on DS was crazy because he had like it was like 3
Bro,
things.
that thing was so
It
hard.
was hard. It was incredibly hard.
That like I had the Naked Brothers band. Did you? The Naked Brothers band had a Guitar Hero esque game where you played Naked Brothers band songs. It was awesome.
It's okay. I had Disney Channel DDR.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
impossible.
I had Mario DDR.
What's the
Wait, what? Mario
Dance
DDR?
Dance Revolution.
Oh,
Austin, let's go to part 2 of the segment. What about the Guns N' Roses? Who are they?
Or
Or what are they?
who are the Guns? And who are
They're
the Roses?
Yeah,
80s.
Who,
80s.
whose last name is Gunn and whose name is Rose?
Well, Axl
Well,
Rose.
Axl Rose.
Oh, good. I didn't see that. There you go.
He is not the smartest man in the world now. He kind of fell off.
Yeah, he's
But
ugly
Washed
now.
up. He's washed
Drugs?
up.
have you seen the second Jumanji movie?
The one with the
Welcome
rock
to the
and all-
Jungle?
No.
Well, have you seen the trailer for it?
You know the song "Welcome to the Jungle"?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's Guns N' Roses.
Ah.
You know, Sweet Child of Mine. Do 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 do
Yes.
do do.
Like
Yeah.
the song that, like the riff that's everyone's playing at Guitar Center.
Yeah.
That and Papa
That's-
Roach, Last
Guitar
Resort.
Hero.
You know, I can tell you
Or
right now,
Guns N'
I don't think
Roses.
I've ever
Yeah.
stepped foot in a Guitar Center.
That's
doesn't
fair.
shock
If you're
Yeah.
not,
That doesn't
if
shock
you don't
me.
play an instrument, then you really
I
don't
haven't
need to.
either, and I played 2, but it's all right, Jose.
Okay, Jamar, this question's for you.
What's Bracken?
The baby. Could you explain?
Why'd you ask Jamar?
The
Because
baby.
Jamar seems like you'd be the expert on rap.
Oh, Woody now.
Woo!
That's kinda biased.
He is a rapper from North Carolina, which
Charlotte.
is from Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's very uncommon to see a rapper this day and age come out of anywhere that's not Atlanta or Houston. So he came out of Charlotte. And you know that shit took him some time. I'm quoting him right now, by the way.
And he's very good.
How much
love
time
the
did
baby.
he actually take?
I don't know. It took a while. Like I didn't hear anything before.
He had like 4 mixtapes before dropping.
Anything before the Jabberwockies thing, I didn't see him.
I'd love to
What?
know what the difference between a
Suge?
mixtape and an album
His
and
biggest
a sample
song?
are.
So,
A mixtape's not
No,
like.
it's like I didn't see him on like Twitter. You know what I mean?
so like,
What's my best way to? Yeah.
so like mixtape is not really for profit. Like you could do samples and an album, like you make profit out of that. The term is very confusing. It's just like
Mixtapes, you don't have to clear the samples, right?
yeah. So it's not really not for profit. It's
Because
like,
a mixtape is for
just to promote yourself.
yeah, it's for promotion, not money.
So like Chance the Rapper, like Acid Rap, and like his first 3 mixtapes, those were mixtapes. Like
Jose's number 3 question: Who is Chance the Rapper?
No, whoa.
Wow.
He's like, hey, I love Lil Chano.
okay,
I
boomer.
love Chance. He's in the top 5. He's one of the few
Really?
people I would go see a concert of.
I do
Still
not
have
agree.
Still have not seen a
He
concert.
still
of
has
him.
released the big
I
day.
really like Chance
25, top 25.
That's garbage.
I think.
You know, the Big Day was terrible.
Hot Shower is a
I-
bad song.
look,
I like Chance the Rapper. The Big Day was bad.
Here's my
defend
take
any
on
album.
it. I felt like the marketing plan for it was terrible because he like everyone's like, okay, the big day, like his big album, like that's it. It meant his wedding. The whole album was the concept of his wedding.
My wife, I love my wife. She is so pretty. I love my wife.
I love nowadays. We're making fun of this guy for making a love album to his wife, and we're just like, love marriage. What a loser.
Coloring Book
No,
is
that's
my
not what
favorite
I'm
album
saying.
by
I'm saying it was poorly written. I'm all for a good love song. It's just a poorly written love song.
The greatest Chance verse came off of Ultralight Beam.
Oh, facts.
Yes.
100%
Yeah.
facts.
Are we still? Is Kanye still a kosher? Because I'm still in on Kanye. I'm
he's-
still
well,
100%.
He's my favorite artist.
That's a
no,
bold
no,
face.
not-
That's a bold face lie. That's a bold face lie. That is a
I mean,
bold
I
face.
did
I
put
you
him-
know it.
I did put him
And
in
you know
timeout,
it. You,
and I said-
you have never officially taken him out of timeout.
I never did.
Who was your favorite? Who was
Harry
your favorite?
Styles
Thank you.
is
Thank you, Austin.
but
Wow.
That was a
Kanye-
bully,
We
man.
do not have lying on this program, Mister.
Man.
Yeah, you do it all the time
I was
though.
about to say, Joe, you're the king.
yeah,
of
yeah, I
lies.
know.
You're switching your mood ring.
But
bro.
yeah, Kanye's doing some things that I don't agree with right now, but he's created like some of the best rap albums of all time, best albums of all time. So
He also
What is
like
the- what
breeded,
is
like
his
the
best
best
album?
rappers too. We
well,
have Kid
My
Cudi,
Beautiful
Drake.
Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Gronk.
I was
Well-
asking, I like that album too. I remember when I was at
Am I talking
Oklahoma
about
State.
music with Jose?
Yes, yeah,
Wow.
just talking music. I remember when I was at Oklahoma
talking tunes.
when I was at Oklahoma State, The Life of Pablo came in, and that's when I was like, I'm all in.
Oh,
I'm all
yeah.
in.
Life of
Good
Pablo is
album.
Beautiful.
Guess
Life
what?
of Pablo
That's
is
when I
better.
also found out the rest of Kanye's catalog. Hey Mama had me in tears. The
I
first
love
time
Hey
I was-
Mama.
tears, sobbing like a baby.
I love
What?
Graduation. It's just a great album.
Graduation's a good album.
That's probably I'll put that as my favorite Kanye.
What's your
album.
favorite song from Graduation?
I like Good Morning. I'm like
Good
very
Morning.
basic. I love Good Morning. I'm a very like basic Kanye guy. Like I like Kanye's like the big singles.
Well, Good
my
Mornings.
God.
I'd say.
Good
Yeah.
Life is my favorite Kanye.
I
song
like
ever.
no, but like I like
When T-Pain performed it at Howdy Rowdy.
that was cool.
That was amazing. I technically saw a Kanye song live.
Attaboy.
I like I like all of Kanye's like very popular radio stuff.
If I could be honest, I like it. I think I would like his newer stuff more than his older
No,
stuff.
Nope.
no,
Don't
no,
agree.
no, 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 no.
I
He has
Oh,
one bad album, and
Kanye's-
it's Jesus. is King.
Kanye's verse
Jesus
on
King is actually a
Forever
really good
is
album.
I
one of
hate
the
that
best
album.
rap
All day
verses
for it,
of all
I
time.
hate that album
Okay, why? Let me ask you
because it was poorly produced.
Jesus is King was a bad album.
why. No, okay. Tell me anything.
You said it was good.
and
I
I'll
remember when you said it was good.
I said it was,
It was
good when
good.
I first listened to it.
Okay,
I have
go.
since
Go,
listened
and
to
I'm gonna
it.
tell you all the reasons why not. Let's
Okay,
go.
it was a poorly produced album.
Ding.
The lyrics are not good. Yandi was better. The leaks from Yandi were 10 times better. Yeah, and he said it was a gospel album, and then it
So-
wasn't.
And it wasn't a gospel.
Okay,
He had
I
one
liked
gospel
Selah. I liked Selah. That
to be
was a
fair,
good
I did
one.
not listen to
That was
Jesus
good.
is Born, the
Yeah,
actual
I didn't
gospel.
listen
I
to
didn't
that.
listen
I
to
wasn't really interested. Okay, but were you expecting kind of like an ultralight beam theme throughout the
there
whole
gum in
thing,
this?
that. No, I was just expecting good music.
or like Yandi?
Oh,
Oh God,
No,
Yeah,
like,
no, it just wasn't good.
damn.
Jeez.
And then he started going on tour with like Joel Osteen. I was like,
Okay,
okay,
I-
maybe not.
I disagree with that too. Like,
Yeah.
that was
that was too much.
that was a
about-
stretch.
How about we have a quick power ranking of Kanye songs?
Kanye,
All
well,
of
he
them-
has
all of
so
them?
many.
He has, like,
just
400.
a nice.
Okay.
We'll call it around Mount Rushmore since we're on the theme.
Okay,
Oh, Mount
Monster.
Rushmore.
Monster has to be one.
I'll go ahead.
Uh,
I'll go ahead and start
for you-
off. I love Jesus is King or whatever the album is
Oh my
called.
god! Of course
Hell
you
yeah.
do.
It's a good album.
Of course you do.
Yeah, I cut out half of the songs of the album so that I made it into a.
There's
good album.
only like 5.
It's
well,
an EP. It's
well,
an EP, guys.
No, he made it into like a ringtone. He made it into
Water is great. That's
Water's
a
wrong.
great song. Shout out to Nicki Minaj playing back here. Dark Fantasy, great.
Yes.
Family Business, incredible.
Ooh, that's a
deep
solid.
cut.
That's a deep cut. Wow.
That is a deep
Family
cut.
Business is automatic play. Whenever I'm in the mood for music, Family Business comes on.
Yep.
And it's like I said, Father Stretch My Hands.
Or one
also
or two.
one.
Okay, good.
One. I need the child. The child has to be in the song. And the Jesus is King version of Father Stretch My Hands 2 is awesome. But number one, of course, is Hey Mama. Hey Mama is the best song
Yeah.
out there. Again,
I respect that take. It's
if-
not mine, but I respect
if you
it.
can bring me to tears with your music, you win. Me to tears, you win. You're the best rap out.
Oh,
album.
so like Headlights by Eminem and Fun.
I hate Eminem so much.
Okay,
Yikes.
the last good Eminem album was MMLP Part 2, where he apologizes to his mom for cleaning out my closet. Great album. Great
I mean,
album.
this
I want to
past
hear.
album
I
was
want to
pretty
finish
good.
hearing Jose's take.
You said it already.
Oh,
Was it decent? I haven't listened to
It
it.
was
yet.
actually
You-
pretty
you-
good.
I've heard nothing but bad.
You didn't
things.
have
I don't
going
know,
back
what
to the
is
Mount
it?
Rushmore. You didn't have Through the Wire on your Mount Rushmore, so
Wow.
No, thank
or
you.
spaceships.
he
No,
literally
thank you.
wrapped that album with his mouth sewn shut.
that was a cool one.
Yeah,
Well, yeah. There's a documentary on Kanye West that I watched 10 minutes of. So shout out to me. I'm an expert now. Very good. Did not know he was a producer.
You didn't even put
he
Forever.
produces.
on-
He's one of the best
you
rap
didn't
producers
even,
of
you
all
didn't
time.
even put Forever on your Mount Rushmore. How dare you?
He literally.
It's not a
produced
Kanye
Eminem.
song.
Forever's not a
Forever.
Kanye song.
I know, but it has one of the best verses in rap history. Kanye's verse in Forever
It's
is
a weird way to
fantastic.
pronounce American Boy by Estelle featuring Kanye West.
Kanye's verse
so
in
that
Forever is one of the
And
best verses
It's not
in
a
rap
seed.
history.
It's an arm race by Fall Out Boy with the remix with Kanye West.
I don't even know what the song's about.
Kanye's greatest verse came off of Father Stretch My Hands. It was the very first
Oh.
verse.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Uh,
can't
I
say it
also
on
love
air.
All of Power.
Jesus
All of
Walks.
Power is good.
Jesus Walks is
Yeah.
a great song.
Power is a
Jesus
great
Walks.
song.
Jesus' Walks, the song is better than the entirety of Jesus' King album.
That's a false statement.
That's no.
That's a.
What are you
complete
talking about?
false
Jesus
statement.
Walks, I would take that over any of his.
Jesus Walks is like
Nah.
one of the best rap
It,
songs.
know,
handle,
I-
it handles religion so. I'm not
I'll
gonna get
actually
religion talk,
agree
but
with that.
it handles it so much better than Jesus'
I'll
King.
actually agree with that because I'm looking at Jesus King right now, and I literally have 5 songs on my phone. from
Follow
that album.
God
No,
and
like,
Selah are the two
I had-
best songs.
I had one of the single most like profound statements that I've made about music about this exact topic. Austin was talking about how bad Jesus King was.
I was talking about that for like a week because I
Well,
was very
yeah, because he was
upset.
very upset about it. And our friend Josh, he's been on the show before. He was like, "Well, Kanye's always been a religious freak."
And he likes
Yeah.
Jesus.
And it's like we're not saying that Kanye isn't a religious freak. He always has been. But like what I was saying is like, yeah, but Jesus Walks was good.
I felt like
Like-
Jesus Walks came in at a very
Kanye's a-
important time. That's why it's so special.
Kanye, religious king, releases "Hell of a Life," a song about porn addiction.
There's so many good Kanye. I'm just
Like, what?
oh my god.
Can we run through Mount Rushmore real quick?
I'm literally scrolling through, and I'm just like, there's so many
Yeah,
bangers.
are we going Mount Rushmore? Is that
Okay,
gonna
we have
happen?
5 minutes. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Through the Wire. I'm gonna miss some because I'm going so fast. My personal favorite Kanye song, "Gone," off of Late Registration. I have to go a new song. Father Strikes My Hands Part 1 for a new song, and then one more. It has to be My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. The opening track.
Oh, Nicki Minaj in the opening track.
Yeah.
Fire. That's
Monster?
fire.
Was it
Yeah.
Monster?
No.
The one with her Dark Fantasy.
Twisted- yeah,
Oh,
Dark Fantasy.
alright.
Monster was good though.
Monster was dope. Monster is on my. Well, let me get through it
Playing
first.
game with
If
John
I was going to a
Legend
Nicki
in there.
Minaj Mount
Lame
Rushmore,
Game was
then Monster would
crazy.
be on it,
Just
and it
the
would only
verse.
have one head on it because
know.
it's just Monster.
Just Monster.
Wolves of the Life of Pablo
Ooh.
Yes.
is just so
Good one.
melodically pleasing. I love that song so much. Through the Wire. Number 2. Number 3. No Church in the Wild. Even though it's not technically a Kanye song.
I forgot Otis. I
Ot-
forgot Otis.
Oh, you forgot Otis. That's a good one.
And then
too.
Otis is my number 4.
So-
No Church in the Wild is beautiful.
Like I said, I'm a very like passive Kanye fan, so I'm gonna say Gold Digger,
Wow.
Stronger, Power, and then N-Words in Paris.
Yeah, but if you're going for like an actual like his biggest songs, and yeah,
I know,
that's
yeah.
a pretty fair.
I like Kanye like very baseline, and like his 4 of his biggest songs are 4 of my favorite songs of him. So yeah,
cool.
So,
So the rest of the
I
day, we're
mean,
listening to all of his albums. Cool.
I'm
I
like
respect
kind of in a
that,
Kanye
yeah.
mood now. Like,
So Kanye like has multiple moves, but the mood that I'm really going for, I feel like Ultralight Beam, Wolves,
I forgot Ghost Town.
Ghost Town was
There's so
good.
many. There's so many bangers. Like imagine opening an album with ultralight beams and just having that tucked away in your back pocket.
So it's
Got
an
a point.
808s
He's
and
got a
Heartbreak.
point.
It's the last one. It's like Pinocchio, the one with the
Oh, Pinocchio story.
yeah Pinocchio
Off of
story.
808s.
Yeah, because I don't know, that one just felt raw to me. And so that's 4. And
Well,
I think
there's 4 heads on Mount Rushmore.
Attaboy.
oh yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, well bonus one. Spaceships.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention spaceships.
All falls down.
that'll be my honorable
Ultralight
mention
Beam.
too. My honorable mention all falls down.
They're so good. It's a shame that we're ending this show with Big Sean. And
Wait, time out,
I
time
didn't
out.
know this was a
Time
Kanye
out. Can we,
episode.
is there any way we can make it a Kanye song at the end?
I mean, it depends. What Kanye song do we want? I can if
All
it's a
Falls
good.
Down?
Let's do all falls down.
All
That's fair.
falls down. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh my goodness. Imagine conversating this whole time and just Big Sean's milk.
Next Tuesday,
Jeez
the closing song will be "MILF" by Big Sean.
Christ. Kanye is rolling over in his grave right now, even though he's not dead.
Kanye's
His
dead.
social grave.
Do we have time for one more question?
He's dead for the
No,
time being.
we have 2 minutes left.
Okay, so what
I guess so.
what album are you like excited for? Like hip hop album for this year? We have Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick
Big
Lamar,
Sean.
Lock of my answer.
It's like rock influence and shit.
Uzi.
Uzi. Ooh,
I'll pick
Eternal
Kendrick
Take.
Lamar as well.
I'd say Thug, but I haven't heard an Uzi album like
J.
3
Cole's
years.
album is also Predict and Isaiah Rashad.
Uzi.
Uzi?
Jamar, you're just saying words at this point. Who the hell's Uzi?
Lil
Who, the
Uzi
hell,
Vert.
who are these
Yeah,
people?
Lil- the shortest rapper
Little,
ever.
little Uzi Vert.
Foot Soul
I don't know.
Shuffle.
Kendrick pretty short too.
Yeah. I don't
There's
know. I'm
no
kinda
way
excited for
he's
J. Cole.
shorter
Isaiah
than
Rashad.
Lil Uzi, though.
Isaiah Rashad.
He's sampled
As adorable. As adorable as Lil Uzi is.
Little Uzi Vert's like a little teddy bear.
What
No,
would your
he's-
rap name be?
Mine?
or anyone's, I guess.
I don't know.
Big Jamar.
You think I would have
Jamar
thought
B.
about this?
Big Jamar.
This is definitely a conversation Joe and I should have had at one
yeah,
point.
right. That just feels like something we'd say.
Joe's just mood ring now.
Yeah, I think Mood Ring's gonna be my
Yeah.
rap name.
It's like
That's pretty
moody.
fire.
No,
Put it- put it on
no,
EP
Moody.
right now.
Mood Ring.
Moody.
Mood Ring's a solid
Become
rap
like
name.
an emo rapper.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a SoundCloud rapper. Like,
Yeah, your name might just become Moody at some point, Taco. So
Lil
good luck.
Moody.
Lil Moody. Lil Moody. I don't hate
Lil
that.
Moody.
I don't hate that. Like that's not terrible.
Yo, he's like the
The
final
Moody.
SoundCloud rapper.
The
that you have to go
Moody.
through.
Jamar, do you have any takes?
I don't. Not right now. I have to think about it. This is something very serious because if I do
Smooth.
decide to make a career out of it, I want it to be right. And I
When
don't
he
wanna put
becomes
my
a
name
rapper.
out there.
Freestyle outro.
just like reverse your name, Ramaj.
Ramaj. Oh, that's hot.
Bro,
Yeah,
Ramaj.
Yeah.
Ramaj is good.
You heard it here
Ramaj
first.
is good.
Ramaj.
that's hot.
It's just his name
Wow.
backward. Austin can be
Ranch.
ranch
Ranch hand.
little rancher.
Ranchy.
Little
That's
Ranchy.
All right. Well,
Kanye
that was
backwards.
a weirdly fun episode. I had a lot more fun at the tail end of that than I thought I
And
was
I
going
had
to.
a music conversation with Jose.
Best
Good stuff.
talking music.
Good stuff. All right. We'll see you Tuesday.
Yeah.